So today is my first day of making YouTube, posting to YouTube. And it's been something that I wanted to do for a very long time, a few years. And I just couldn't break away from my comfort zone to sit down and discuss things that are very heavy to me and for me. But today, I went in to a job that I've had for 5 weeks. I quit a job that I've worked with for over 10 years to take on this new job. And as I was typing in my email using the store's laptop, which any of us can use, an email popped up with a coworker's name on it addressed to her. Literally just popped up. I guess was on a MacBook, blinked, and I happened to open it because when I read it, the first sentence had my name on it. So I opened it, and it was from the owner to two people in the same position as I am. And it said that tomorrow, after her meeting, that she would be having a meeting with me to release me of my job responsibilities as of tomorrow. And I've been with the company for 5 weeks, almost 6 weeks. I decided to make this video because as a single mom, a person who's worked over 30 years, a divorcee, I've never felt so vulnerable. Taking this job was a risk. The owner knew that. So I gave up about $25,000 of my income. I am paying for my own medical because I believe in this company. And anyone who works for a new company that's coming up, you do it because you believe in them. You do it because you believe in the team. You do it because you believe in the idea and you want to be a part of something new. So what I'm saying is it okay to take risk? Absolutely. Should you be prepared for these risks? That's a definite. But I think what makes me perplexed is she told two coworkers who sabotaged my position. And what makes me say that is I was supposed to take over a position that one of them had, and she was supposed to train me. But she never did, not even from day one, which I should have known I was in trouble, and I did. And I kept thinking, okay, well, I'm smart. I've done this before. I can grasp the concept. But what had started happening was those two people, including my boss, kept finding everything I did wrong. Well, when you don't train someone, they're probably going to do more things wrong than right, and that's why you should invest in people. Saying that, do I feel like I'm a victim of my environment? Yes, because I walked into something that I couldn't change, and because of my financial status, which she knew I was a single mom, my daughter will be 18 this week. I told her when she asked me why would I be willing to change, I said because I believe in everything that you do and I'm willing to change, and I'm actually great at what I do, and I would like to be a part of this team. So the other two would email behind my back. Oh, she's doing this wrong, she's saying this wrong. Just, I think, creating their own job security. And I didn't understand it because one of them said they were leaving, but she refused to leave. So then it puts the owner in a position where she can't afford the both of us. So then it became hardball. Like, maybe, if I mistreat her, she will quit. Well, I'm not a quitter, so I can't grasp that concept either. And I kept asking the owner, well, if no one's training me for anything, I know nothing, which is exactly where they wanted me to be until they can decide what they wanted to do with the company. So they just kind of dangled me around. So when I saw this email and I opened it up and I realized that tomorrow they're going to be firing me, which is very hard to be motivated when you know that people are setting you up for failure. And some people can say, well, no one can set you up. Yes, they can. Knowledge is power. And when you take away the knowledge of anything or anyone, you either leave them weak or powerless, which is how they wanted me to be. And when they saw that I wasn't being weak, then I became part of a very suppressed environment, which means, well, you're not going to be strong. And if you are, not stronger than us. So no knowledge, no chance for advancement. You're not coming here taking over anything, which was not my intentions, because the person who wouldn't leave, that I was supposed to be replacing, actually got promoted. So then it became about, okay, so we're all at different levels. Can't we just work together? Anyhow, I think what was the hardest thing for me is every day I didn't want to go to work. It's hard to go to work when you feel people are just looking for something wrong. But I think the best thing about it is when you keep good intentions, you're not looking for something wrong about yourself. And when all else fails, you have to be true to yourself. You have to say, regardless of what everyone else is doing, what everyone else thinks about me, whatever else people want me to feel, it's not what I want. And I'm not going to give in to other people's needs and what they want me to be. So even though I didn't get to learn the job purposely, I was told that by the owner she couldn't afford me any longer because the other person's not leaving. I was told by one of the other managers that her loyalty basically was with the person I was replacing. Mind you, she was leaving. And I just looked at this and I said, no, regardless of what's going on, I don't deserve to be treated like this. I don't deserve to be talked to like this. I wasn't given any tools to do my job. My job kept changing on any given day, week. Expectations kept changing. But I didn't change. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, the first preparation of anything, regardless of where you're going, is you. It's not your bank account. It's not your immediate surroundings. It's not on the news. It's not even in this YouTube. It's in you. You're your preparation. And when you're ready to make a change, just be prepared for all the stones by people that are going to be thrown by you. And those stones are other people's weight, their baggage, their issues, their insecurities, their negative influence that they're trying to drop on you, watch you fall. You have a choice. No one can tell you what choice to choose. But if you're good to yourself, true to yourself, and honest with yourself, you don't need it and you'll make the right choices. Do I think these three people are vicious? They're extremely vicious. They're mean. They're bullies. They're liars. Worse than yet, they're destroyers. So today, I took my first YouTube and in a very vulnerable state, I found peace. I found truth. I found self-strength. And I found a reason to do my first YouTube. Not because it's all about me, because it's about anyone sitting down on the floor in a state of confusion, thinking, what am I going to do? Why is this happening to me? What choice am I going to make? I don't have very many options. Worse, what am I going to do tomorrow? Pick yourself up. Do what you do best. Do what makes you strong. Give yourself time to get there. But on a daily, most important is be prepared for you. Because when you think about it, we self-reflect about everything. But when you carry self-strength, that's something nobody can take away from you. So thank you for sharing this very vulnerable moment. Thank you for allowing me to make my first YouTube video and change a bad situation into a long-awaited dream.